Hey, what's good, you guys? I'm back at it again with another review, and today we'll be reviewing Street of Rage. Street of Rage 4 is a side-scroll beat-em-up game developed by Dotemu, Lizardcube, and Guard Crush Games, and published by Dotemu. So the game is a continuation of Sega's Street of Rage trilogy, originally released for the Sega Genesis during the 1990s. 10 years have passed since the fall of Mr. X and his syndicate. The city has been at peace until now. A new crime empire has arisen, corrupting everything good in the city. It is rumored to be led by Mr. X's own children, the Y twins. Former detective Axel Stone and Blaze Fielding join forces with their old friend's daughter, Cherry Hunter, alongside Floyd Herrera, an apprentice of the brilliant Dr. Zan. Together, these four vigilantes stand against the Y Syndicate on the Street of Rampage. That is enough about the plot. Let's talk about the overall gameplay. The game carries on styles of the previous entries of the series. So again, it is a side beat 'em up in which you can go up to 4 players locally or 2 players online to fight against a wave of enemies. You are aided by disposable weapons and item pickups alongside standard attacks, throws, blitz move, and each character has a set of special attacks that can be performed at a cost of some health. But however, you can restore your health spent on a special attack by performing successful follow-up attacks without getting hit. Each character also has unique super combos in which it can be performed by collecting stars in each level. They also have a new combo system that is introduced, so you will be able to juggle opponents against the walls and other players too. You will be able to earn extra points by stringing together long combos without getting hit. Naturally, you have limited number of lives depending on the difficulty, but you can earn more by earning a certain number of points. If all players lose all of their lives, they will have to try the level from the beginning, but you have the option to use an assist that adds an extra life and a star move at the cost of a reduced score. And before I forget, each character have their own unique traits. For example, Max's wall jump and grappling jump, and Shiva's weapon parry mechanics and air combos, and so much more. So continuing on, so by clearing levels, you can receive a rank based on how many points you scored. The points earned goes towards your lifetime score, which goes towards unlocking bonus characters from the past games. Besides the story mode, the game also features an arcade mode, which tasks you with clearing the entire game with limited lives. By doing arcade mode specifically, you will unlock unique traits and more super combos for your specific character that you would like to play. They have a boss rush mode, which is just fighting bosses over and over, and a competitive battle mode which lets 2 players fight against each other. Graphically, and not even just the graphics, the whole feel of the game was greatly refined. I completely loved it, dude. The only issue that I had with this game was the freaking bosses, and the reason why I'm saying this is because the further that you continue on through the story, the harder the bosses get. And to make it even worse, majority of the bosses that you fight can't even get staggered, making the levels way more difficult. A good example, do you know how many times that I damaged Mr. Y and he is just unfazed by it, and he is too busy shooting his Glock at me? And sadly, it's not even just Mr. Y. There's a whole bunch of other characters that can't get staggered either, so it's making your whole journey way more difficult than it has to be. At least they eased up that pain by the soundtrack. The soundtrack was just fire. I jammed through almost every single soundtrack, especially in the beginning of the screen, dude. Oh my god, the title screen. Oh, that joint was so lit. I think I covered mostly everything, so let's just hop on to the overview. So on the positive side of things, the plot is definitely there. The overall gameplay was just freaking fantastic, dude. Environmentally and the gameplay standpoint, it played flawlessly. The new combo system was just freaking fantastic. I like how majority of the characters have their own unique traits and abilities. I fairly had fun with majority of the game modes that they had. Graphically, it was just beautiful. Then I jammed through the soundtrack the whole entire time, and on top of that, you can play with your friends. On the negative side of things, I just cannot stand the boss battles because majority of them cannot get freaking staggered. On April 30th, 2020, the game was released on Xbox One, PS4, Nintendo Switch, and PC. Then on November 12th, 2020, the game was released on Linux and the Mac OS. And finally, on July 15th, 2021, it was released on Stadia. If you get the game digitally, it should be about $24.99, but specifically on PS4 and Steam, there is a sale on the game right now, so you could cop it. If you get the game in your local stores, it should be about the same price range, but it may be cheaper. Honestly, it all depends on where you look. So, is this game worth your money? In a personal opinion, it honestly is a fairly good beat 'em up game to play. Despite of them bosses being mad hard for no reason, it is a fairly good game to play. And what made me had a better experience with the game, I actually had someone to play it with. So with that being said, I highly advise you guys to buy this game. This game is definitely worth your money. So that's how I feel about the game. If you liked the review, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. I do reviews, videos, PvP matches, streams, and more. And if you haven't yet, please don't forget to follow me on my Facebook page and my Twitch account because I stream on those platforms as well. Everything should be in the description box below, and I will catch you guys on the next review.